Okay. For tonight's meeting. Okay. We'll start the meeting. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, regular board meeting minutes from August 5th. Any questions, concerns, or corrections?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, Anita. Item B is the 115 transformer disconnect switches bid award. You've all seen that. Any questions or concerns there?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Good, and item C, taxi driver license.
I'll make them,
Well, in case you want to know, for Scott Wilford and Chuck has approved the background check.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Would this come under the clerk items for?
Yeah, I have one other also, which I think is
Sure.
quick and easy. Just the Rotary Club wants permission to have a motorized boat on Mill Pond during the dam duck race, which is September 14th. We've
Make the
done
motion to
that
approve.
this year.
I'll second.
Here,
All in favor?
Aye.
Mention ducks again. It's a
that
tough
was my
job.
only one.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you-
Especially next to land.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
yeah,
Sure.
Are you standing?
So as Art mentioned, we
Water's gonna be hot.
received a request to have a junior member approved for the fire department, Annie Rock. We will be receiving all the paperwork, but if it is your pleasure, we can approve this tonight.
I make a motion, we approve based on Janet's approval of all the legalities.
So guys, you know what, I think we've been seeing lately that a lot of these conceptual approvals have been made subject to my review, and I certainly don't mind the review. But what's happening is things are coming back differently than from what conceptually was presented. And I'm just making note of that fact that we've gotten, I don't want to say burned, but certainly surprised in a couple of them where we conceptually approve it, and then when we get the actual details, they're not exactly what we thought they were. Is there any urgency in approving this person's becoming a junior member?
I know they wanted to get her started, at least wasn't that what was said at the last meeting?
But I also too would like to understand what a junior fire member can do, and I'd like to look at their bylaws. just-
Before you approve?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want us to not allow JC either? Because he's under the same rules and bylaws.
Oh, he already got approved.
But he already got
already
approved.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Well, then I was wrong in not saying I'd like to look, I'm not familiar with the bylaws enough to understand, and JT was 18, she's 16. I just,
GT's not 18, not 18 yet.
he's not 18?
No.
He just-
Oh, okay, fine.
yeah.
I still would like to,
All right, well then let's do this. Why don't we let them get the information, let everyone read it, and we can always just pick a day like Wednesday. And everyone's zoomed in and we can,
Sure.
you know, if it's important.
And
That's fine.
Janet, I think that's a helpful point, and maybe what we can start to do is rather than having you as a backstop on that, have subject to the material coming to us and us being content and.
I think you
with
just
our
have to have a
understanding.
policy that the information that you receive has to be complete.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
been times, of course, that we try to move things along when people don't get to us in a timely manner, and that's usually when this happens, but. I guess the bottom line is we could just try not to have that happen so
Well,
much.
and I mean, I don't think it's critical that she start tomorrow.
Yeah, I know that they were hoping to get things going, so they mentioned that, like, in the end, I'm trying to remember the exact wording. But like I say, if it is important, I'll be talking to them
It
tomorrow.
wasn't that one as much as the one so they can start their probation.
Okay,
So they've got the one that's coming up, is Wood. So he's gonna be done at Paul Smith's, so we have to get his approval in October, that when he's done there, that he can come here, because right now he is a fireman in Lake Placid when he's Because he's under the umbrella of Paul Smith's. So when he gets done at Paul Smith's in October, he needs to be ready, so there's no lapse.
So we need both of those bits of information.
Yeah, and maybe in that case, that might be one where we'll get together for a quick meeting, but I'll check on this tomorrow.
Yes, I'm just saying that his is gonna be, and they know, and I've already talked to him that we need the information. The day that he wants, we have to have it approved for that day,
Okay,
okay?
very good, then let's not do anything with that, so all you did was a first, so there's no chance for a second.
Right.
Okay, anything else to come from clerk items?
No, that's it.
We treasure items, anything you slide you want?
Thank you.
See. Okay, anything under new business?
You gotta approve the warrant.
I'm sorry, I was moving on already with me. Do I have a motion to accept warrant affidavit number 2?
I'll make a motion.
Second, all in favor?
Right.
Thank you, Jackie, I assume. Anything under new business?
I think everybody's aware of the mountain bike event that's happening next month. It's bringing a lot of people on an already busy leaf peeping weekend. It's the end of September. Jackie was there as the village liaison. I was there as the LPBA liaison. And this year it's gonna be all at Van Ho, but next year they were able to secure the downhill event, which brings like 2 or 3 times the amount of people. And so that's the event that we approved the Friday night thing for. Except for Jackie.
So that is, so you're saying next year they're going to wait.
They're gonna be at Whiteface and Van Ho.
The downhill, yeah, will be a way.
So there'll be more, okay. There were so many things, some of them in the Olympics and all that. I think it's so big that it would be good building that real.
And what we learned today, which was all the people who medal in the Olympics and mountain biking will be here for this event.
And what are the dates again, just to?
It's that September 25th.
The week
Friday.
everything
It's that
is
Friday.
happening.
So it's the
27th.
Flaming
I see it.
leaves,
Pink color.
maybe.
Yeah.
Is it pink color?
And
Is
then
it
next year,
Oktoberfest?
it's not solidified yet, it's gonna be the first weekend in October.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see. Huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're
I
not,
mean, business wise, okay. Anything else under new business?
So you're all aware of our conceptual approval, and I believe I copied you on my email back to Doug Haney, where we have not yet been provided any insurance whatsoever. And as I don't think we want to get ourselves in the same situation we were in a couple years ago with another event where it was at midnight on the night they were gonna start that we got insurance.
Maybe we should have a deadline of 2 weeks prior or something like that to have insurance squared away. Would that be good, Janet?
Well, I think, as long as they're, but that's another thing where, the conceptual approval is coming around to look at the situation where I guess there's some changes that have been proposed now to their show, in other words, the times. And I guess there's some a new proposal for the use of Mids Park, which has to be
I
addressed.
can speak to that a little bit because it was discussed today. They had to shift the time by a half an hour because they secured the school's parking lot for additional parking. But the school had a half day, but they needed the parking lot till 3:15, so they couldn't have it till 3:45. So that's why they shifted the time. And I don't know that it's a different use in Mids Park, because they had always said they might have music there, they might have presentations. Oh, yeah,
It wasn't.
Now
in
they're
their
talking about
proposal.
having 2 bands. Nothing in my.
One band.
recollection.
I know, two, I don't
My
remember.
recollection was they did not mention.
No,
that
they
did not
said another
put it
band
proposed.
twice. Another, after Annie would
I
do a
didn't-
45
and then they
minute,
come out for another one.
okay,
But
I
at
thought it
some
was
point,
2 bands.
What our feeling is if they're gonna go into that Annie in the water, that's one we already turned down on Main Street because it was too big for us. And if they really wanna go this route, maybe it's time to go to the Oval. But we'll
Yeah, I
have,
think
we'll have
if they
talks
have-
with them tomorrow.
I think if they have substantive changes to what we talked about, then
In his proposal, he just said use of Mids Park,
yeah,
there was no mention
Of
of
music.
music.
I heard him say potential for a band.
I didn't.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah, I would have tuned in on that one pretty quickly. I mean, because we do not allow them. And even if they were to go to this Lake Placid Center for the Arts or Roost, they would still have to come to us for approval. And like I said, I think that really at some point, the 3 police officers are not gonna be able to use Main Street if we have something that big. We might be in trouble now if a lot of people turn up for this.
He's gonna have to ask the sheriffs to come to that day.
Well, like I said, they have not mentioned any of that in any of our proposals, so we will send them an email, you know, mentioning that and see what happens, but.
Did they mention that stuff today?
Correct.
Yeah, okay,
But it's, again, it wasn't finalized,
yeah,
they said.
yeah, and it's hard too, because they obviously. Yeah, I think Janet, to your point, it's like, they don't, if it was a hard no, they don't wanna go ahead with even thinking about or planning. But
Well, and
when
that's
they have,
exactly right. They gave us something,
Yeah.
we gave them a tentative to start pursuing and tell us what they're doing. And we've gotten stuff, but if you look at what they've given us so far, nothing was mentioned about abandonment. Okay, well, at least that's where we are on that. Is that new business or old business?
That's new.
Okay.
Sure.
Anything else under new business? Anyone have anything under old business? The only thing I would bring up is, do you want to mention how Saratoga went?
yes, it was very nice, I think the race went well, and, it was a lovely day, rain mostly held off, which was great. And I think that they were really appreciative. that
How did
we
London
were
do?
there. What's that?
Wasn't there a?
Yes, yeah,
How'd
Frank
they do?
Vittori, he did not do terribly well. He won the first race, we were there, but I would have been very excited to see him do well.
There's a, in Saratoga at the racetrack, they have a promotional with Lake Placid, they have a Lake Placid Day race. And we sent someone down with it for the awarding or whatever, and so that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, so yeah, but no, it was good, it was all very well organized, and they were very grateful to have us there and, meshed in with the money sponsors for the day.
It's a nice event, and
Yeah.
it wasn't 180 degrees down there, was it?
It was perfect.
Yeah, sometimes it's quite hot,
Yeah.
Good, glad you enjoyed it.
Yes,
And the book fest went well out of John Brown's farm.
Yeah,
Billy
look at
Jones showed
Billy
up,
Jones, yep.
great.
so,
Yeah.
Jones is pretty good, he shows up.
Is
every
the
day.
statue still there?
oh yeah, it's there
Yeah,
permanently.
It's permanent.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a moving
No.
exhibit.
It's wonderful.
Oh, nice, okay.
And yeah, I can say Simon snuck
Yeah,
out
oh, yeah.
to before we.
He was
had it,
there
so,
early.
okay, yeah, he made a point of it, and he said it was fantastic.
Great, good to hear. Anything else under old business? Nothing under mayor's items, any commissioner reports? Once.
I'm not a commissioner, but just a point to bring up, there are some issues with the passport software for the parking meters right now being fixed. They have been made aware, but for some reason, I think everything that happened with Microsoft is still kind of out and about, and we had some glitches in our own computer systems Thursday before I left for my conference, and things were very slow and things were not functioning the way they were supposed to, so I think that's still causing a bit of issues, but they're aware and they are fixing it, so they'll let me know as soon as it's ready.
Great. You, any questions or comments?
It's first day on the job, so I'm still kind of taking. Thank
Like,
you.
you have a number if you need anything.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel like
You want to
someone.
put his name?
I was just gonna say, why don't we go around the
That'd be
table
great.
and introduce ourselves?
Sure, I'm Mindy Goodell, I'm the treasurer for the village.
Katie Brennan, trustee for the village.
I'm Andrew Quinn, I'm a trustee.
Mark Galvin, trustee.
Jackie Kelly.
You got my card.
Nita Esling, the village clerk.
Yes,
And can I get your name for the, for our record?
yes, Grace McIntyre, McIntyre.
Great, thank
Being
you.
a good Irish person.
Yeah, well, it's following my last name as of about a month ago.
Oh.
Very into the Irishness.
Good luck.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to ask if I can get on the mailing list.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the-
absolutely. I assume it's the same email,
Yeah, G and then McIntyre at Lake Placid.
Okay, yep.
Adirondack Daily Enterprise.
got it, okay, thank you.
Fantastic. And where were you before this?
I was briefly in the DC area for an internship. I just graduated from grad school, so I went to the University of Missouri for journalism, but then I was in DC for the last semester of that.
Winter will be different here.
Yeah, I'm very excited for actual winter. I'm from Colorado originally, so.
Oh, good, so yeah.
Feel
Nice
that
year.
home.
It will be very different from.
Not very much, but
You need that.
cross country a little bit, but.
Yeah, yes.
You need that, you see, yes.
You do, yeah, as opposed to Colorado, yeah, but and I think that like you'll probably. I think gauge that, you know, there's a lot of assumed knowledge in some of our conversations, so if
Yeah.
you need like background or
For sure.
anything, yeah. Just reach out and it won't take long, I'm sure, before you're fully.
Yep.
Fully there.
Okay, very good. If nothing else to come before us tonight, anything else, Janet, from you?
Nope, I've said my piece.
Very good. Okay, motion to adjourn.
Make the motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Good night, Janet.
It's going well. She canceled her, she had thing this morning, but I guess the town is doing some big sports thing this morning.
Um,
Pretty-